Hey guys, your kid. I'm back with another video, and today we're doing our weekly rambles of a WWE fan. Let's talk about somebody very, very, very influential in the WWE, very influential in the media, and that is The Rock. I think that he's been a topic of discussion since last Friday. Well, for a little bit, I guess. And for some people, him coming back on Friday was a joyous moment. For some people, it was a moment people have been waiting for a long time, considering his actions at the last WrestleMania. And then there were some people that couldn't wait till he was gone. Now, for me, I was neither of those people. I was just one of those people along for the ride and whatever they was trying to take us on. Entertainment, good entertainment is good entertainment. I did have a problem with one of the reasons I'm gonna pull up in this video, but I hope going forward they're able to work around that and able to think about all the people involved. Now, when The Rock comes out, for some people, the people that couldn't wait for him to be gone, and then there were some people that were just in the middle, just wondering. Some people do believe that The Rock doesn't care about WWE as a product. He doesn't really care about the WWE and the story they try to tell. It's more of a thing for himself and just him trying to create stories there that benefit mainly him and his legacy. This right here gonna be like I'm not gonna put too much of my opinions, more of the things that I saw, and I want to see how you guys feel about that. A lot of people were talking about how a lot of times when The Rock comes in, it seems as if it's last minute, or it seems as if they cater solely towards whatever The Rock wants to do, which makes sense considering he is on the board and it is in the name. He is the final boss. But also the women are the biggest people. They are the biggest their lack of time and the interestness and all those stuff, they get cut. Last year there were segments where he was kind of like the guy that was talking a lot of the times, and the women's matches got sliced a little bit. Their interest wasn't involved. And we saw last week how a match that we all kind of believed was going to be a match, and the match where it was cut off, it was taken off of social media, the announcement of the match, NAOMI versus Liv Morgan, that was a match we all believed we was going to have, and by the advertisements, that was the match that a whole match was going to occur, but instead we had a little run-in and a little jumping session instead of a match. Now, I'm here for the jumping session, but that didn't seem as if that was in the plan originally. And we also see how last year The Rock just came in to insert himself in a storyline that was already being made and put together. Granted, The Rock and Roman were going to be a thing, and Cody Rhodes probably was just going to have to wait another year. But the story they were telling and The Rock's insertion was very last minute for a lot of people. So that is why people spoke out about it, which rightfully so. Y'all do what y'all want to do. And that unpredictability, that was just a ripple effect that comes onto this year, because there was a lot of people that believed that they weren't prepared for Cody Rhodes to be champion, and then life happened. So they did have to pivot. So I'm not gonna front. They probably didn't prepare for Cody Rhodes to be champion that long, and it makes sense. But you know what I'm saying? I think more of they should have catched up. They should have catched up. You know what I'm saying? But The Rock just comes in whenever he wants. He has that privilege. He has earned that. So what else could be said? And there are a lot of people that kind of built Roman Reigns up to this master politicker, but whenever you will see The Rock in certain conversations that is on the internet, it's about how he kind of does things for himself, does things for the business as well, because I've heard many good things I'm biased right now. But it seems as if he's a master politicker. And this is not even new stuff. Not even new stuff. Look at old CM Punk stuff. It's about how The Rock can kind of come in and do whatever he wants. And that's how people talk about The Rock. But it's kind of similar to how people think Roman Reigns is. But to give them, you know what I'm saying, to give Rock his credit, I do believe that his influence does help the product. Of course it does. Brings eyes. Because apparently there's people in the universe that believes that The Rock was a movie star before he was a wrestler, or they don't know he's a wrestler. So I understand the benefits of it, but for a long-term wrestling-wise, a lot of people don't think that that his input whenever he wants is beneficial to the product overall. And I would like to know how you guys feel about it. Do y'all believe as if The Rock is somebody that whenever he wants to come in, that's good for business, or whenever it's planned for him to come in, that's the best time for him to come in? Which brings me to another point, which I am back into being a fan, about Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes' decision. Should he sell his soul? Me, y'all know I'm on the side where he should do that, because it just makes things interesting. But I saw somebody that said they think that Drew McIntyre, if Cody Rhodes doesn't say yes, Drew McIntyre should be the next person. Now, that makes sense, although Drew McIntyre he'd be a whole hypocrite. He'd be a whole hypocrite. And for some reason, I still think that Drew McIntyre will find a way to screw himself out of an actual championship. I just feel as though he might. That's just Drew McIntyre's style. And if he gets backed up by The Rock, he's going to get big-headed even more. So, I don't know. But I do think that if he does, Drew McIntyre will be the one that pisses off Roman and the OG bloodline. Because this man he was doing a little too much earlier this year. Which I hope they get back into that storyline, or there's just still some continuity with that. Because, like, it seems as if they just dropped that a little bit. Although, it's true, Jimmy had a match with Drew McIntyre. So, I guess that's not all the way the case. Maybe Drew McIntyre has finally set his sights on what is important instead of dwelling in the past. And I'm kind of understanding that he might be prioritizing finally. Because you know that man don't prioritize. Last year, all his lost opportunities was because he did not prioritize. So, if now that's what he's doing, it's some character development. I can't hate on that. But The Rock giving Cody Rhodes that type of opportunity to be his corporate champion, that's only something that I think Cody Rhodes can do fully. And it's such a great, it's a great idea. But I don't know if they will be ready to turn Cody Rhodes heel yet, considering the fact that he's a big baby face. But you have Jey Uso now. You got Jey Uso now. And for the rest of this year, you have John Cena. It could be totally possible for them to make Cody Rhodes heel. Just because you got Jey Uso now. Like, Jey Uso is the guy. He's the guy. I don't know what y'all. I know y'all don't agree with me, but in terms of being a babyface, Jey Uso is blowing almost everybody out the water. I would just say John Cena is John Cena. So I don't know if we can count him, but I think for the year they'll be chill without having a big babyface like Cody Rhodes. But also, that is something to keep in mind, is the fact that if he does become a corporate champion, he becomes a heel. And if he becomes a heel, that's one less babyface. I do think that if Cody Rhodes does become heel while having the title, at least we'll kind of have a heel that is winning. Because a lot of times, the heel work is not the best. The WWE ain't been doing too much. But I'm just here for it. Now, that does not mean that The Rock can come do anything and everything he does is gold, but The Rock puts in something, in my opinion. That's my little 2 cents. He does put in something. Now, although I don't watch NXT consistently at all, for real, I just pop in and in there. But this Tuesday, they have a match set up between Stephanie and Julia. They're setting up a match between those two, title versus title. This, to me, I feel as though they are putting on a very good match, very anticipated match on early. I don't know what that means. Can't tell you what it means, but very excited. Now, the title versus title situation is what I'm thinking of, because the North American, I believe, is the champion title that Stephanie has. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, and I apologize if I am. That title that Stephanie has is not a old title. It's considerably new, in my opinion, in terms of title-wise. I think it can be still considered a new title. And to potentially merge, in my opinion, that would be a merger. Or just to have somebody that has the NXT Women's Champion with another title, this mid-card title, at the same time. Counterproductive, in my opinion, because, you can kind of make the other title look irrelevant. And for a mid-card title, they have enough talent for that title. They have enough time they give out to the women for a title. And they don't have tag titles, so why put a title up for NXT champion? For the NXT champion to have both, counterproductive. I don't see that being a great idea. I don't see it being a great idea at all. And there is a chance that the match doesn't go to where there's a definitive winner. That it can be true. But it's pretty early, and I couldn't see them doing that. Well, the men have more titles. They have more titles, so you really can't put that up there. But it just makes less sense to me. I don't know if I missed something. I could be missing something, because this is not my show. This is not the show that I'm consistent with. So y'all let me know if I'm missing anything, because I'm open to hearing it 100%. But I think when it comes to, I have more hope for NXT, because they present their women more. They give them enough time. They build things up for the women. So I have enough hope for them. But if this was on the main card, I would be scared. I would be so scared, because that just means that this title is no longer getting used. That's kind of like the title wouldn't, the mid-card title would just not be relevant at all if that was going to happen on a main roster. Now, I'm going to be serious about this one. Very serious. Very serious, because it's something close to my heart. So I'm going to be serious about this. NAOMI was getting praise for her match on Monday, which I love. I really think that y'all should have already been giving her due credits, because it's NAOMI. She made history in this business. Y'all should have already been giving her flowers. But too late is better than never. Too late, at least she's not retired. At least she's still active. At least she's still doing her thing and continually getting better at it. That right there, fine. So somebody posted that she is one of the top 4 women in WWE, and I don't think that could be something that you're going to argue. Weekly shows, she's one of the people that are making this women's division go. She's one of those people. Has been since she came back. So that's a very valid thing to say, especially with the matches she's been putting on. Her best matches are the best matches the women be having. Okay? So that's not nothing crazy to put her in a category with Bianca Belair, Io Sky, Liv Morgan. It's not a bad category. She deserves to be in that. Is NAOMI, are you freaking dumb? But there are people out there. And I'm realizing this all at once is that people don't respect Naomi as they should. And it's weird because there are certain wrestlers that give the bare minimum that get a lot more respect than her. Naomi can out wrestle a lot of the folks on that roster. Respect to them though, because they all can out wrestle me. Hey, I'm the equivalent of a paper bag in that ring, so I am not passing judgment at all. Naomi has some skill that is unmatched, and she's one of one. Literally, all her peers will give her that type of respect. Bianca Belair has recently said that she is appreciated working with Naomi because she learns things from her, how to be a better partner, how to do better in the ring, how to do moves. So, and Naomi is still actively doing things in that ring, like going crazy in the ring. She's not slow. Like, if you have somebody, because Naomi has moves that not everybody can be able to, she has to slow down for certain people, because if not, somebody get hurt. And when it comes to this business, it's a dance. So if your partner is lagging and you have some high risk type of moves, you have to slow down. You just do. That's wrestling. You have to slow down. You can't, there's certain wrestlers that can wrestle a broomstick. Some of their moves allows them to wrestle anybody. But when you're a high risk mover, for the safety of you and your opponent, you can't just be doing anything. So let's keep that in mind when you talk about Naomi. But it's very disingenuous, because I understand why y'all don't like Naomi, because she doesn't fit into that mold. She don't fit into that mold, and it's obvious. It's been obvious for her whole career. But y'all gotta just say that. Don't ever talk about her talent. Just say that. Say what you mean. Say what y'all really think instead of saying her talent. Cause baby, her talent speaks for herself. Her talent speaks for herself. For itself. She's made history. So, I'm not gonna say I had to give Naomi rant, but I kind of did. But thank you for watching my video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.